If you've ever felt like your safety depended on being extra nice, this video's for you. Today, we're unpacking the fawn response. Also, just to let you know, there is a trigger warning. We are unpacking some heavier topics around abuse. It's all with the intention to heal and to help, but if this video isn't right for you, no worries, we'll see you on the next one. Hey everybody, I'm Melanie Silva, recovered people pleaser turned boundaried baddie. And today I'm sharing how I realized I was fawning over the people who mistreated me the most. Selfish people who took advantage of me, walked all over me, and yes, even narcissists who abused me. If you're a people pleaser who struggles with saying no, grab my free scripts, Say No with Grace. The link is down below. The fawning years. So I probably started fawning as a kid. Without getting into too much detail, there was someone in my community who would verbally abuse me. They would go into terrifying rage fits, screaming insults at me like, "You pathological lying beezy." Obviously, I'm censoring it. And sometimes there was hitting. As a child, I didn't know that this wasn't normal. But when this person finally calmed down after their fit, I'd immediately try to make them laugh, be extra nice, or play dumb and silly just to keep them from exploding again. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for doing that, silly me." You know how I'm like, And, they would laugh at me and soften, and I'd feel safer. And that became my survival pattern. It followed me into my teens and adulthood. Even in friendships, I had this girl, she expected me to run errands for her. If I would say no, she'd get upset. So instead of holding my ground, I'd overcompensate and say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't grab your prescription, but I made us matching friendship bracelets and I bought you lip gloss, and I'll put myself in timeout for you for disobeying you. Sorry, anything to appease you, master," okay? It showed up all over, even in a work relationship. I once told a collaborator I didn't like one of his ideas. He blew up, called me names and tore me down. I was sobbing, apologizing, promising to never question him again. And then the cherry on top was I bought him a crystal as an apology gift. Yeah, because nothing says sorry, I have an opinion like a healing rock. These were all fawning responses. And in hindsight, they make me sick. Fawning isn't just about being big and dramatic. It can also be subtle. Like someone makes a disrespectful joke in a group, instead of speaking up, you laugh it off, okay? Someone digs at you, instead of drawing a line, you self-deprecate. You're like, "Oh, you're right, I am that stupid." You think if you make it nice, the disrespect will disappear. But really, you're like fluffing their pillows, lighting a lavender candle, and putting on smooth jazz so they feel comfy walking all over you. That's fawning. And most of the time, it's subconscious. I want to clear up this misconception online. People will say, "Oh, people pleasers fawn because deep down they're thinking, if I do this, they'll love me." No, I resent that. As a recovered people pleaser, I wasn't thinking at all. It was survival. It was as automatic as breathing. And I take offense to the idea that somehow I knew what I was doing, especially as a child. How dare you? It suggests that I was aware of my part. No, I was just trying to survive. That pattern carried on into my adulthood, and for most of my life, I had no idea that I was doing it. So when people on the internet say things like, "Oh, what you're really thinking is this and that," first of all, you're not in my head, so back up, all right? But second of all, trust and believe, when you're deep in people pleasing, you don't know you're people pleasing. When you're fawning, you don't know you're fawning. Hell, fawning only even became a buzzword in the last couple of years. Like honestly, if you're not in the healing space, it still sounds made up. Honestly, when I first heard it, I thought of Bambi. So here's the breaking point. Fast forward to adulthood, I was sick dealing with health issues like fibroids, heavy bleeding, intense pain. And when the doctor asked why I hadn't come in sooner, I didn't even know what to say. I had just normalized the pain. Looking back, it was all connected. The overgiving, saying yes to everyone, fawning over the people who treated me the worst. Even friends I thought I could count on disappeared. And when I reflected, I realized those friendships had always been me pleasing them. When I couldn't keep doing that, they dropped me. And then it hit me. Everyone was putting me last because I was putting me last. That was my wake-up call. This is the aha moment. So a psychic told me point blank, you fawn over people who treat you badly. And I snapped back, hey, no way. Are you a psychic or stupid? That doesn't sound like me. That's not right. But she was right. And here's the thing. Admitting you've been fawning is brutal because you're admitting your own role in your mistreatment. It's embarrassing. It's disgusting. But it's also necessary. You can't change what you won't name. So step 1, realize it. Step 2, forgive yourself. This isn't the real you. It's a trauma response. The true you is still underneath, waiting for you to value them. So this is how I stopped. I didn't fix it overnight, but I started practicing honesty in real time. For example, an old friend messaged me, hey, you unfollowed me on Instagram. Are we good? Old me would have smoothed it over and said, yeah, we're cool. But new me was like, no, we're not cool. When I was sick and disappeared, you never checked in. With friends like you, who needs enemies? He heard that and he apologized, and then he faded out. And I felt lighter. That was the beginning of moving from fawning people pleaser to fierce boundaried baddie. This is where you can get to. At first, standing up for yourself feels like a constant fight, but over time, something shifts. The more you speak your truth and move with confidence, the fewer people even try to test you because they sense it. You're not someone to mess with anymore or undervalue. And that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve to live in peace, in confidence, in self-respect. So if this resonates, drop the word fawn in the comments. I want to know if you've ever caught yourself doing this and if you're ready to take the first step toward breaking free from people pleasing. Guys, if you're struggling with saying no, pick up my free guide, Say No with Grace. It's in the link below. I appreciate you all. Much love. I'll see you in the next one.